Welcome to Stories of Chazal. In introduction to this story, there is a Mishnah in the tractate of K'subis which discusses how long the students of the Chachamim, in other words, the students that go to learn Torah, if they happen to be married, how long are they allowed to go learn Torah without their wife's permission? This was at the time of the Mishnah. The Mishnah, there are two opinions. The Mishnah only says that they could only leave for 30 days without the wife's permission. Beyond that, they cannot. In other words, that is the norm and what is expected. The Talmud brings that, however, Rav Ada bar Ava understands that the opinion of the Chachamim is they could even be 2 to 3 years without the wife's permission. So the Talmud actually says that based on this opinion of Rav Ada bar Ava, the students of that time, in other words, the times of the Gemara of his time, of Rav Ada bar Ava, students actually took that leniency of being away from their wives beyond the expected time, and it actually cost them their lives, like the following story, which we're going to see. And the story goes as follows. There was an Amoira. His name was Rav Richumi, or Rachumi. And he was commonly found in the city of Mechuzah, which was in Babylonia, Bavel. That is where Rava, one of the greatest Amoraim, was the leader of that city, in that region. And this Rav Rechumi went there to learn Torah by him, to study by him regularly. And he would regularly go to his house. On every Yom Kippur specifically, he would make sure to go to his house, and whether it was to help him, to go for a meal, it's not clear what exactly he went for, but he would specifically go to his house every Erev Yom Kippur, the eve of Yom Kippur. Now, one time what happened was, his study extended its time. Now, it's not clear if this happened specifically on the eve of Yom Kippur or other parts of the year. Regardless, it makes sense it would have been on the eve of Yom Kippur, because the eve of Yom Kippur is quite a special time, which people are expected to be at home to have the meal, the special meal, which is, there's actually a mitzvah to have that. So it would make sense the following circumstance, which is that his wife was expecting him to show up. And she kept telling herself, okay, he's going to come now, he's going to come now, he's going to come now. And he didn't show up. He got so caught up in his learning. So the story goes that she became very down from it. She felt horrible. And it seems that from the story that as an outcome of that, of hurting her feelings to that extent, Rav Yechumi, who happened to be sitting on a roof, the roof became weak, or it was already weak, and it fell from underneath him. And unfortunately, that is how his life ended. So the Talmud brings from that how this is an example, not, in regards to taking, husbands, specifically even people who learn Torah, to taking respect for their wives' needs and their feelings, taking it seriously, how it's quite very important. And in the eve of Yom Kippur, it's a time of, the fulfillment of judgment, the end of the judgment, it seems that it took an even bigger toll and a bigger effect. So quite a unique time.